Good afternoon, my YouTube friends and families, the DIYers, the get-her-doners, and those that got it done. I know there's some of you that watch my channel that are retired and living off the fruits of your labor, and so greetings to you. My new mower is in, and I'm headed to pick it up. I've got the Ferris loaded up. It's going in, it's traded in. They've done paid me for it. We done the deal. It's been a great mower. It has served me well. I've got to stop by and get the other wheels and tires and load them on, because that was one of their main things. They said that a lot of the people mowing commercial mowers, they don't care for these wheels. I would not buy them again. For what they cost, they're not worth it. You can let the air down out of the back tires, you know, and get a good ride out of them. But you may see these front ones. See how flat that is? They really gave away with the weight of this motor and everything on it. The back ones have not. You can see they're still not too bad. You know, that's really good right there. The front is too much. It's gave out too much. And what that does that I've noticed is you get in rough ground and it goes to bouncing, it goes to hopping. I would not put them on the front of a mower anymore. And I just really wouldn't. As expensive as they are, I wouldn't do that again. They're not worth it. I can just say that. And I definitely wouldn't put them on the front end of a lawnmower, because man, when it gets into rough ground, it just goes to bouncing. This Ferris Z3 has been a great mower. The reason it's being traded in, there's two reasons. One is it depreciated out. The depreciation is gone on it. And you see here, my knee's gone. I went to a knee doctor. I've been putting it off. It's been bothering me for well over a year. And my knee is like, it's falling in on me. All of the cartilage is gone. And I need knee surgery, but I'm trying to put it off to cooler weather, to the fall. So I went into the doctor about maybe 6 weeks ago, something like that, give or take a little. He x-rayed it and all the cartilage is gone in my knee. It's shot. He gave me a cortisone, I think it's cortisone shot, and I can get one every 3 months. And so I go back in 6 weeks, I think it is, and get another one. And put this brace on me. I'm going to physical therapy twice a week, and all of that has helped. It's helped very much. But I don't wear my knee brace when I'm mowing and weed eating and all that, because I don't want to get it nasty, dirty, sweaty. And then I know this is very vain, but I don't want a tan with a white ring around my leg and then a tan spot right there. So I don't wear it when I'm mowing. Main reasons, I don't want to get it nasty, sweaty, and dirty. Up here at the car wash, I don't have to, because we've traded, paid, whole deal. But I'm going to just hose it off so it makes a nice appearance when I drop it off. Well, here she is, guys. I've had it here for a couple hours. It's now 5 o'clock. Everybody's cut out that has been helping me today. Electricians, I had another guy here helping on some stuff. My two guys were here and they've left, and of course they're constantly either calling me, or if I'm here, I'm going back and forth between all of them, you know, with questions, answering questions. And I've been dying to get on this thing ever since I got it back here, but just no time. And I just went straight up to the dealership, got it, they went through the orientation, and I got home with it. So it's a 729 liquid cooled. It's a 3-cylinder Kubota gas motor. And a lot of you are probably familiar with Grasshoppers, but here's your lights. It's got a digital fuel gauge, hours, volts, temperature, and then of course your brake, temperature light. Looks like it's pushed out. Right there, son. Look at that. Like it needs to be snapped down in there. My good friend Jim, he has had Grasshoppers all his life. He's had front decks, mid mounts, and he's had a mid mount for a long time, and now he's gone back to the front deck. The front deck just rides so good. Plus, you can And I'll do it one day when we're going to sharpen the blades, but you move this lever right here and that deck will stand up where you can take the blades off and clean out under the deck, sharpen them, and so on. Got a little storage compartment there. This is the brake lever. Not sure what, I think that may be forward and backwards. You got your up and down on your arms right there. I know this puts the air in the seat. Not sure what that does right there. I've got to read the manual when I get home, but I'm going to mow some with it now. 61-inch Duramax power fold, LED lights. The real test is going to be when I go to that lot that has got that big hill on it, that big bank, to see how it'll hold on that bank. But I don't know if I told y'all this in the video before, but in December, I sent all of my tenants a letter and told them I just couldn't mow anymore with my knee like it is. And of course, I've been mowing them for years, and it wasn't included in the rent or anything. I just did it. I love to mow. I enjoy mowing, but it just, I'm 61, my knee's gone. I know knee surgery is going to come up. I'm trying to push it off till fall or cooler weather. And I just told them I physically could not mow them anymore. So everybody took their own lawn over, except 2, and they're paying me to mow them. Because I told them, I said, I just can't mow them for free anymore. And so they're paying me to mow them. And then I mow, I've got 3 commercial pieces of property that I do mow those. And I've got a couple of duplexes and I mow those. And of course, I'll mow this apartments here, and it's 2 acres here. And then I've got a big lot that's about 1 acre, and that's where that hill's at, that bank is at. So I still have to mow quite a bit, even though I don't mow now any of my rental properties where somebody's living. I do have a house over here where a guy just moved, and I'll have to mow it. So I still got mowing to do, and that's why I went with this front deck. Is it rides good, but where I could sit down. I will shoot you a little bit of video right here of me running back and forth, but I'm not going to shoot any more video of it until I get to that lot where that big bank is, because I'm really interested to see how this thing will hold on that bank. It does have pretty good size cleated tires, so I'd say you have to be careful there, zeroing around and not tear the yard up. I just figured this out. This is your forward and back. This is your backrest. Right here, this moves, see that back? You can just lay back. Be like Snoop Dogg and laid back. So that is your back right here. You pull that up and down, see there? That's cool, boy, it's a nice seat. Really a nice seat. So here now the brake light's on right there. You can see when you take the brake off, it goes out. It does have a choke on it. This is your PTO clutch for your deck. I'm taking one of the little sleeves out, dropping the deck one more drop. It just wasn't mowing low enough. Good afternoon. Hope everything's going good. This is 2 days later from the first part of this video that you've seen. I've been waiting for 2 days to get here so I could mow that bank right there and see how this thing will hold on it. Plus this area has some undulating off-camber areas in it. I'm anxious to see how the deck does. It's done really well so far. I mowed 3 yards with it Wednesday. When I got it, and then I got rained out. I was headed here, but I got rained out. I will tell you that I noticed it was riding rough. It says that suggested 8 psi. I've got it set at 7.5 or 7. I've got them at 7. I'm not a real heavy guy, so I ran them at 7. They had 16.5 pounds in these, and I dropped them down to 10. And they're a lot more spongier now, and that's made it a lot better. These front decks do ride good. That air ride seat rides really good. I am 6 foot, so getting off, you have to watch. This is a sharp area, or it's not real sharp, but it did grab the collar of my shirt the other day and hung me on it right there. I do have, this is the way you raise the deck up and down. I don't know if I showed you that the other day. There's where you your height indication. I've got 2 of these out. I've ordered a couple more because I want it to be all the way up when I mow my lawn. Let's get over here and mow this bank right here, because I'm anxious to see how it holds on there, because this is really different to me than doing that stander. I love that stander, didn't have any problems, but since my knee's gone out and I know down the road knee surgery, I figured this was better for me. But man, that stander, it would really hold, that Ferris would hold really good on those banks. The Kubota holds good, but it's smaller and it's shorter, and it doesn't rear up with me, but it has a tendency to want to get a little tippy. Let's go mow those banks. Now you can see I'm running just a little bit sideways here. I don't know if that's driver error. I'm going to work on that, but it don't seem to hold like the Ferris stander did. And again, you see me running a little sideways. It wants to slide with me, and then that back end wants to move downhill. Could be driver error. Right here, I would have just went right up the bank, turned right, and just started mowing. But it's a little steep there, and then plus you got that tail swing, and I didn't want to hit that sign. But it's a little steep, and I just don't feel comfortable making that turn right there. So I'm going to go up and down a few times. Lots of traffic. Man, the traffic was just crazy when I started doing this. And here you'll see me turning really slow. I just wasn't for sure how it was going to react coming down that hill. And I know the camera it don't show you how steep that is. But it is pretty steep, but I was just a little afraid of it. Didn't want to make sure I wasn't going to slide downhill. And then I'm going to ease up here. And this side of the bank is not as steep as it is once we go past that ditch and go to the other side. But you can see my tail end is wanting to come down the hill a little bit. other side of the ditch, and this is where this little section is pretty steep right here. I'm waiting on cars. I've decided I'm just going to go up and down a few times because it is very steep. Plus that tail swing, so I can't swing it out there and hit that rip route that's in that ditch. Now you'll see this part here is pretty steep, and then my next run is even steeper. And you notice I'm sliding sideways. I believe my front tires are sliding down on me a little bit, and then of course I know the back end's wanting to. Now I'm a little skittish of this right here. That's why you see me go up, come back down to make this turn, because that's very steep right there. And I'm telling you, that Ferris, it come down through there like it was just nothing to it. I think it just had so much weight to it. It was so long, and then you're standing on that platform, which that pushes your weight down low. And I mean, it just would turn down through there. But that's why you see me going up and down, because it's really steep right down there. And I'm just a little uneasy with it. Here we go. And of course you can see I'm running kind of sideways. It's sliding on me. Definitely nowhere near like mowing it with that Ferris, nor even the Kubota stander. It'll hang on there going sideways better. I was afraid of it. That bank is really, really, really steep. And I know the camera, it never does them justice. I couldn't take it like I do on that Ferris. That Ferris, I just go right up it and go sideways right down it. And I know it's gonna slide before it tips, but you know, it's a little more top heavy, I guess, like that. And you know, it felt tippy there a time or two. I really like the mower. It seems to have loads of power. I don't know exactly what that 3-cylinder Kubota diesel has. I haven't looked in the book yet to see how much horsepower it actually has. Cuts great. It is different because that deck comes up and down, and so your foot thing here kind of rides up and down with you a little bit. And you know, it's funny feeling. Wonderful seat. All of the different adjustments it has on it. It's a wonderful seat. I really like it. I think it's just going to be a lot better for me because of my knees. Guys, I hope you have a blessed day. I'll get this uploaded and get you watching it. I'll see you later.